Hello, you guys. I am back. I had a little hiatus and disappeared for 2 years or so, not creating any content. Just had a break, needed to really refocus, and I am back on. I'm excited to continue reading How to Love by Thich Nhat Hahn. I'm going to start off where we left off. Reading about the 4 elements of love. If you guys didn't get a chance to listen to the other 3 videos, I'll leave the link down below so you guys can go ahead and listen to those if you would like. So if you're ready to listen to the 4 elements of true love, let's jump right in. The 4 elements of true love. True love is made of 4 elements: loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity. In Sanskrit, these are Maitri, Karuna, Mudita, and Upekshā. If your love contains these elements, it will be healing and transforming. It will have the elements of holiness in it. True love has the power to heal and transform any situation and bring deep meaning to our lives. Loving kindness. The first element of true love is loving kindness. The essence of loving kindness is being able to offer happiness. You can be the sunshine in another person. You can't offer happiness until you have it for yourself. So build a home inside by accepting yourself and learning to love and heal yourself. Learn how to practice mindfulness in such a way that you can create moments of happiness and joy for your own nourishment. Then you can have something to offer the other person. Compassion. The second element of true love is compassion. Compassion is the capacity to understand the suffering of oneself and the other person. If you understand your own suffering, you can help him to understand his suffering. Understanding suffering brings compassion and relief. You can transform your own suffering and help transform the suffering of the other person with the practice of mindfulness and looking deeply. Joy. The third element of true love is the capacity to offer joy. When you know how to generate joy, it nourishes you and nourishes the other person. Your presence is an offering, like fresh air or spring flowers or the bright blue sky. And the last one for today is equanimity. The fourth element of true love is equanimity. We can also call it inclusiveness or non-discrimination. In a deep relationship, there's no longer a boundary between you and the other person. You are her and she is you. Your suffering is her suffering. Your understanding of your own suffering helps your loved one to suffer less. Suffering and happiness are no longer individual matters. What happens to your loved one happens to you. What happens to you happens to your loved one. So here are my thoughts about the 4 elements of true love. I find, obviously, that there's a lot of truth in all of this. When you take the time to understand yourself, to heal, to look inwards, and see the core reason why you're suffering or why you're hurting or why there's so much tension in a certain spot, or whenever a certain topic comes up, you like immediately get frustrated or angry or whatnot. There's always a core reason to this. Sometimes it takes amount of time to really look inwards to see the reason why like this specific topic hurts or frustrates you. But it's okay to take that time. What matters is that you're taking that opportunity for you to grow and to heal, and that's the journey, that's the beauty of it, right? I really think that the best gift that you can give your loved one is a full understanding of yourself, how like to heal when you're hurting so that the other person can understand you, your suffering, and you can clearly communicate that with them. Compassion. Before I read this, like this was really eye-opening for me to understand that Compassion is the capacity to understand suffering in oneself and the other person. I know that humans are naturally selfish people, but we never actually take the time to, I don't want to say we never, but many of us don't take the time to understand our own suffering. Like, why am I hurting? I think this is really beneficial to ourselves and to our loved ones. If you really care for them, why not take care of yourself? You can't save them. You can't save your children if you are drowning yourself. The blind can't lead the blind, right? So giving yourself compassion, I think we forget about that a lot. It's to give yourself compassion, to give yourself grace for not being perfect, for not being 100% all the time and achieving a billion things. Like, I need to give myself more compassion. I need to understand myself a lot more so that I can, again, like I said earlier, communicate effectively to my loved ones and say, like, this is why I'm hurting, and I need you to understand my suffering as well. Like, please give me some compassion. And I can't do that unless I understand why I'm hurting. And this is a big struggle for me because I'm one of those people that when I'm high stressed or when I'm very frustrated, my mind shuts down and I can't communicate that effectively. So I think spending time to look inwards and visualize, probably because I'm such a visual person, why I'm suffering, why this is hurting, to clearly communicate this to myself and then to my loved one. I think this is how the relationship becomes even more healthy than it currently is, which it is and it isn't, but that's life for you. Joy. Have you ever had a time in your life when you couldn't find joy in anything? When life was just a dark, dark cloud, and no matter what you tried to do, like, you just couldn't see the sunlight, even though it's bright outside. Like, I've gone through that, and it really, really sucks. And it's really hard to find any reason to smile, and when you do smile, it's so fake it hurts. Joy is the opposite of that, and I really hope that every person listening to this finds that deep sense of joy, that deep sense of love in yourself and for those around you, because it's so beautiful, and I don't know how else to explain it other than, wow, I hope everyone around me can feel this too. And the last thing is the equanimity, right? The sense of inclusiveness or non-discrimination between you and your loved ones. For instance, my fiance and I had this discussion before I started recording, and he said, yeah, you never cared about classic cars before. And I was like, I know, I was just gonna say that to you. Like, I never cared about classic cars before. In fact, if I could have any car, I would find the most quiet car where you couldn't even find or hear them coming, because I don't like loud cars. I think it's so annoying. He loves it, but I just never cared for it. But because I know how passionate he is for it, the reasons why he cares for classic cars so much, I too have come to accept loud cars. When you find someone that you love and you love them selflessly, the people that he loves, I love, the people I love, he loves, and he cares about as well. To conclude this video, I really hope that in spending time, not just reading, because I think this book is not just to simply read through, but to practice meditation and mindfulness and to really sit on each little section. I hope that you guys find joy. I hope you guys find love within yourself. I hope you guys find peace. When you guys do, it'll seep out of you. Like, that's just what happens. What is in your heart comes out of your mouth, and it'll seep out to everyone around you, and it will be transformative for you and for those around you. And I think that's going to be an amazing thing, and I think that's what the world needs. I know this is what I need. So good luck to you guys. Have an awesome day and have a peaceful, beautiful day. And if you guys are struggling, know that it's going to be okay. Good luck. Enjoy this book. Take care. Bye. One more thing, I did start a YouTube channel called Inward Focus that's focused on, meditation music, and really I started it for myself. But if you guys want to take a listen to that too, I'll leave the link in the description as well. I have just a few videos on there, but it's rain music, meditation, and some jazz because I like to do that when I'm working. So anyways, thank you so much for listening. I hope you guys get your own copy of How to Love by Thich Nhat Hahn. Take care. Have fun. Bye.